Yo, what's going on, guys? Today I'll be talking about a music video that I shot not too long ago, and it was a shot for an artist, one of my boys who hit me up like 2 years ago. I shot a video for him 2 years ago, which it was terrible compared to what I shot now, and I don't want to say this is probably like the best music video I've shot to date. So I'm just do a little breakdown on everything I did to make the shots come true and everything. So yeah, so first I guess I'll go over the pre-production, which I did in Milanote, and I want to say this is probably my first time putting Milanote to like full using Milanote to the fullest extent for a video. So this is the pre-production. Yeah, so as you can see here, I kind of have, and this was all like a two setup thing. So I do have the, as you can see in the top left is exactly how so as you can see, I have the camera there on the bottom, and then I have that left diffuse. I have my camera with the softbox and then the diffusion. I had two shears to diffuse on top of the light box that comes on my Xeon Mogus, I think G200, and these are a couple more reference shots kind of, and this is why I kind of picked, this is the location that we picked, was somewhere close to where I lived, and it was just a parking lot where they just completely didn't put no lights. It's like they're not using it. Even when I got there, I was surprised the grass was like growing through the floor. When I first had got there, like I want to say like 2 years ago, when I noticed the location, it was like fresh. It was fresh parking lot. There was no grass growing. It was just straight like black pavement, and there was also like pollen everywhere, so it kind of looked gray almost, but we still made it work. So as you can see here, I have this guy from Dune, and that's kind of like how the props that we bought. I went to an antique store nearby, and I bought the props. Actually, one of them, the lamp is right here, that I used for that music video, and then the phone, the old-timey phone that said Metropolis on it, which was probably my favorite shot. That shot was absolutely beautiful. So yeah, there's this shot right here. That kind of breaks down kind of the first, like one of the first shots, or yeah, one of the first major shots in the video that I'll be cutting up and putting throughout the video. And then going on to the second shot, I was watching a video by Tenfold, the main guy that usually does the breakdowns for their videos, and this is actually a shot from his video. It was a sports ad, or I think maybe it was a Nike ad. But it's like a shutter effect where the person's like has all these shadows when they're moving. I'll show it in the video. So yeah, I wanted to get that shot and just a regular shot of him, performing his song on, performing under that lighting. So we did that. So the way I set this shot up was, and I don't even know if being a gaffer. I mean, I guess being a gaffer, from what I understand, it's getting the lighting the director wants no matter what. I made some ragtag rig. So yeah, I had my C-stand, and actually there's a lot of things I did before this video. I went out to go get the props. I bought a bag of sand, because every time I use my C-stand, I can just, I can never get things to stay still. And if you could take one tip from this video, is get bags of sand to hold all your stands, keep the fixtures solid while you're adjusting them, because without those, this shot wouldn't have been possible. So I had my C-stand maxed out all the way to the sky. I had my Mogus G200 and the big softball. The softbox is like this big. It's right here actually that I'm using. And I had to shift I had the whole window in frame, but it's so big that I had to shift my camera kind of a little bit. So the softbox and the C-stand, on the C-stand, pointing down, maxed far out, so it's it's a lot of weight coming down. So Without the sandbags, it wouldn't have been possible. Anyway, so he did that, and then I had sandbags also on 2 different stands with like rods on each ends, and then I clipped 2 shears on both to diffuse it more. And this is a shot I practiced at home before, getting to the actual shoot. So the light coming down on him was super soft, which is what I wanted, and I kind of got to practice on making light softer with less diffusion. I had this white sheet I wanted to use, but I wasn't too, confident in that. So anyways, that's how I diffused for that shot. And then I was just brainstorming because one of my, I guess, weaknesses when it comes to making music videos is I never really planned for enough shots. Which, even though this video, it did turn out good, I feel like I didn't plan for enough shots. But it was a short video, so it was kind of like, it was a little bit right under perfect. So anyways, yeah. I did get a good enough shots, but yeah. I was thinking how to, make the video more interesting, so I just brought some paper and burnt it and kind of made that kind of a concept, just a little concept of the video. Hence that beginning shot with the burning paper, and also like the slow-mo shots of him actually burning the paper. So pretty much that was everything. It was just a tube lighting setup, nothing crazy. Ran into some problems like my van not being able to support one of the lights. If I turned my Mogus G200 up above 70, the light would start to turn off and on, so it wasn't getting enough power. So one thing I would say when shooting in a location with no power is to try and invest in the power station, which I do have. My power station Jackery, it can power my Mogus all the way up, but I had it powering the key light, or the fill light. So I loved all the shots except for the wide. It was like the wide angle shot where it had his whole body on the table. I wasn't really too proud of that shot. Although I did like how the video turned out. It's probably one of my best videos. But yeah, that shot, I feel like it definitely could have been a little bit better for sure. So my camera died. So things might look a little different. So yeah, that was the whole shoot. It was a 2 lighting setup. Pre-production is great, and it's just transformed the way I make videos. So definitely that was a checkpoint for me. It was a pretty good shoot under my belt. So next project, I will try to do more behind the scenes shots. I didn't do much because I was just focused on the video. So thank you guys for watching, and if you learned something from this video, love to help. If not, maybe the next time. So with that being said, love you guys and have a great day. Keep shooting. All right.